One, two. It's your boy Justice Shabazz in the building, and I just wanted to come with this live because, like I say, when I do my lives, they're more spontaneous. I don't pretty much draw them out and organize them, which I should, but you know what I'm saying. This live is definitely out of nowhere, unexpected, spur of the moment that I got the bad news earlier today. A friend, close friend that I work with, guy, 6 years, passed away last night, and it's very sad because the brother was, I want to say, 8, 9 years younger than me. And like if people are watching my content, Justice Shabazz on YouTube, I always tell people that I have that I'm 46, my late 40s, whatever the case, mid 40s still. I'm thinking I ain't 50 yet. So, but anyway, end of the day, this is about a good friend, man. Dedication and took a lot to me to even want to put this together because I'm like, let it give some time. I know the family's still grieving. The brother was solid. I don't have no bad things to say. And of course, never supposed to say nothing bad. Somebody passed, but I definitely can say this brother right here. I didn't have a lot of bad things to say. I don't think I had anything bad to say about the brother. Brother was solid. You know what I'm saying? And brother had got me one time. He got me a place to stay when I had an issue where I was staying. I had to move real quick. That spur of the moment. Brother came through, and I was what I'm saying, very very thankful of that. You know what I mean? To this day, I thank that brother. You know what I'm saying? Day to this day, I like I said, thank the brother for helping me out in dire straight times. I really need it because you never know who your friends are. You never know who cares about you. Mainly when you get into a situation of you got to think fast. You have to use, you know what I mean, some quick thinking. And at that moment, like I said, I was in a situation, and the brother helped me to get in a comfortable spot. Because when your foundation not right, it's hard to really move forward and focus, and it's hard to make moves, and it's hard to just be calm and be able to take care of your business when you don't know where you're gonna be staying or when you don't have the right foundation. You know what I'm saying? So brother helped me in that. But like I said, the brother was solid. The brother, we all have our things we got to work on. Of course, I'm not no angel, brother. We all experience things, but the brother was through all adversity, he still managed to go to work every morning, man. Like I did a good 6 years at this job. We worked together, but this brother worked there for about, I want to say, he had to be there about a good 15, 17 years almost. He did damn near a dub. How many people, how many black men in the hood with the shit we go through, how many black men can say they worked a job for damn near 20 years straight? You know what I'm saying? You can't. 20 black men can say they worked the damn job 20 years. Shit, ain't a lot of black people nowadays can say they worked the job 20 fucking days because of the bullshit or because of the fact that it's hard out there. You know what I'm saying? Maintain employment because it's just a lot you have to deal with. And I ain't gonna go into that right now, but it's just about rest in paradise, my boy. Rest easy, King. Jason Sylvester Singletary. You know what I mean? And he went by the rap name J Slice Ling. And I wanted to work with the brother because I'm into music. Definitely, that's my art form when it comes to music, when it comes to editing, when it comes to making beats, production, video editing, all that, audio editing. That's my thing because I've been in electronics since I was a kid. But me and the brother was talking about doing a video like 2 weeks ago. I want to say he texted me, inboxed me, was asking me about doing a video, and we was putting together a plan. It's very unfortunate it didn't go there. We didn't get a chance to. Oh, excuse me, oh, that's terrible. but we didn't get a chance really to kick off the plan we was talking to do. But at the end of the day, like I said, I want to just give shout outs to my long time friend. You know what I'm saying? Even if we didn't meet at the job, we would have met. You know what I mean? Our energies would have, you know what I'm saying, aligned. We'd have ran to each other because the brother just seemed like he came in everybody's life. I ain't gonna say just mine. He came in a lot of people's life to spread knowledge and to give you, you know what I mean, good vibes. Because I don't think it's too many times when we had arguments, we had any type of negativity. The brother always was positive, good vibes. And we had a lot of things in common, being that we both 6 footers. You know, I'm 6'5". The brother had to be like 6'2", 6'3". We played basketball. I don't know, my light's so terrible. We played basketball together. You know what I'm saying? And so we played basketball together. We just had things in common. You know, we worked at employers that we knew didn't really care about us. You know, still to this day, they don't care about you, original man. You know that. You know, every day you come to that job, they look at you like, you know, why are you here? Are you still here? You know what I'm saying? But end of the day, you have to keep getting up, still striving. You have to still pay them bills. You have to still provide for your family. That's what it's about, right? So this brother got up every day, and like I said, we even lived together one point in time. And the brother, no matter how much the brother had fun that night, that morning he was getting up. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much he didn't want to, no matter how much fatigued he was, how much, let's say, buzzed. You know what I'm saying? It's the nights where you drink a beer, watch the game, and you like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be able to do it. But you already know you gotta get up, you gotta go get that 8 hours in there if you want to get a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? It's the way they got the system designed, but you know, what you gonna do about it, right? And I know I ain't gonna be in here long. I just had to give my respects. And I'm gonna definitely go to the funeral when they get the arrangements together and when, you know, it should be on his Facebook. He has a Facebook page. That's how I got kind of a little bit more in detail of our situation. But you know, I have to show love because the brother was solid. You know what I'm saying? And I worked at a job that is not favorable for people like me. You know what I'm saying? Because I stand on my business and I'm staying tall. I don't let nobody play with me and all that. But I don't kiss no ass either. And nowadays, in certain jobs, it ain't even a white man you gotta deal with. It's your own people that's gonna stab you in the back. That's gonna tell on you. That's gonna try to get you fired. That's gonna try to just cause chaos and confusion because they're thinking they're gonna rise above the ladder. They're gonna get a promotion. They're gonna get what, an extra $1,000 in your check a month. That's what you crossing me for. And it's sad that our people just, you know, for the love of money, they want to just cross any type of human. It don't gotta be black, be white, Asian, whatever they can do to get a couple of dollars more. They think they will cross somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to put in the comment section. Anybody want to come in on the live? You know what I'm saying? And get their take. Wow. Okay. Should let me put it in here, but it's not. So I'm trying to get. So yeah, rest in paradise, rest in peace. Like I said, my boy Jason Sylvester Singletary. A lot of good memories. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we had some fun times, not just working together, but also outside the job. We linked up a few times, had a beer, you know, shoot the shit, and just talk about, you know, saying life. Talked about life. You know what I'm saying? Talked about everyday thing as black men, what we face, and just not just that, just life. Period. What's going on in the world? You know what I mean? Uh, Those times that we even left the job at lunchtime and went and grabbed a beer or something. Like a beer. They ain't gonna do nothing, but end of the day, that's the type of time the brother was on, meaning that he was, no matter where he was laid back. He was gonna get his business done, he was gonna get his job done, whatever he had to do, the task. But in the process, when he done or whatever, he want to get a little beer. What's the problem? You want to hit a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You want to hit a little weed in the cut lunchtime. So what? The point is, the brother still got the job done, and it's just the sad times that I'm saying right now, because it's a few people I know that what I'm saying passed, and we all know baby is born and somebody passed away. It's the cycle of life. So even in going back to the essence, it's always a positive, in the negative, I'm saying, the balance. But it's always memories that you have that that person's spirit is not gonna fully be gone. And it just took a little in me to put this together because I'm like, man, I'm still in shock. I'm still like in disbelief. Like, nah, not my boy Jay, because Jason just was like a dude who, like I said, would get it every morning and he's gonna get shit done from you. He didn't say no. If he had it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? And we all like, what I mean, see somebody one day and then they go on the next, and it's like, wow, everybody was put in your life for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, God don't make mistakes. You know the saying, right? But people come into your life for different reasons, whether it's male, female, child, man, woman, adult, even animals. I feel everything is in a learning experience, in the process of life, in stages. You can meet somebody when he's going through the darkest times, and they could give you some advice that'll just shake you out of that darkness. You know what I mean? Think about it. I mean, you could just be going to say you go. I don't see situations where I'm working, somebody going through a hard day. They about to cry, break down, and you give them that inspiration. You give them that talk. Like, no, you bigger than that. You this, you that. You got this. You know what I'm saying? Words of encouragement go a long way. And I believe it's times I said something to him that made him make it through the day. And it's times he said something to me that helped me get through the day. When I was about to just lose it all. You know what I'm saying? Going to work and having to deal with whatever the case. If it was a staff member, if it was a resident of the place, you know, I had to suck it in because I know what's the bigger picture. You're trying to get a paycheck, but not just that. You're trying to secure financial freedom for you and your family and your offspring in the long term. Especially when you have retirements, when you have 401ks, when you have death benefits, when you have life insurance policies, and just all kind of documents and monies put up for like a will when you go back to that next stage of life. Because nobody knows when the expiration date is, but you just know you have one. You know what I mean? And there's two things, like they say, is guaranteed: is death and taxes. And there's two things always going to come. You don't know when. The taxes, is going to be regularly. That's consistent. That's monthly. You have your own place, you have a vehicle, you got to eat and all that, and that's out of pocket. You got to get your money together. And then you have, what I'm saying, the stuff you don't, it's wild. I can't even put the words together right now. That's why I have to let this out now on the fly. Because if I don't do it like this, it's not really going to be able to come together right. I think, and this is a way I have to, sometimes you got to deal with things by talking them through. You have to deal with things by venting or by listening to someone, however it works for you. So people work out to vent, people listen to music, and it soothes their soul. It's a lot of different ways. And right now, I think this is good for me to get through the situation and get through it because it's kind of traumatic. This is like a brother I could say consistently I've seen for the last 6, 7 years. I've seen this dude as we were brothers, like, working together. We work on the same floor. If we was hanging out outside the job, I seen this brother for a long period of time within the last 6, 7 years. That's a long time. But it's not just that I've seen him that long. It's that the energy. You know what I'm saying? That when he came in the room, you knew. You know what I'm saying? He was going to be 100 with you on anything if it was about the boss, if it was about one of the staff members, if it was about uh, just whatever. He was going to tell you what it is. And like, yo, that's just what it is. It's raw, uncut. You know what I mean? And then the fact that he was musically inclined, that's another thing that we had a bond because the brother, like I said, he was 6 foot. We played ball, of course. We both was tall. We didn't really get a chance to play ball like that. But the music thing is what really brought us close because I played some music for him, some music. I made some beats. I do production, and he does the drums. You know what I'm saying? So music always connects you, no matter what ethnicity you are, what background you are. You know, it's gonna always connect people. That's just music. You know. So I don't know why the heck I did this. So really but at the end of the day, I just want to, like I said, rest in paradise, my boy, Jason Singletary. Rest in peace, rest up, King. You know what I mean? We just we keep the family in the prayer. Condolences to the family because I know it's got to be tough to have to, and his parents. That's the crazy part because I think I might have met his parents once or twice. And they was nice people, and they never, I don't know. I heard a YouTuber, maybe Hassan Campbell. Respect to the YouTuber Hassan Campbell. I think he talked about in one of his videos that you never want to be up burying your child. You know what I'm saying? It's usually the other way around. That's supposed to be traditionally your child burying the parent. You don't want your mom and dad outliving your children. That's crazy. You know what I mean? And that's the times we're living in now. Like Gilly the Kid, shout out to Gilly Kid. Rest in peace to him, his family. Rest in peace to his son. I should say condolences to him and his family for the loss he took. He took a loss of his son recently, and you never want to get that call. I cannot even think. I have a 16-year-old and 22-year-old daughter, 16-year-old son. I never want to get no calls like those. You don't know how you're gonna react. It's just like something you cannot map out. You can't plan for. You just hope that it comes at a time when everything is etched in stone. Everything is fulfilled for you to go back to that. Rest in paradise, Jason Sylvester Singletary, and I hope his family, what I'm saying, can make through these tough times. He had children, and that's another thing too. His daughter actually hung out with my daughter maybe once or twice when we was neighbors, roommates, whatever the case. They hung out because they're in the same age bracket. I believe his daughter's like 21, 22. My daughter's 22, and we definitely from the gate when I met him, we just like what I'm saying, hit off because of the style of energy. Like I'm a laid back person, cool, calm, collective, but I'm also real and raw. And I'm gonna tell you what it is, blunt. You know what I'm saying? He's the same type of person. Athletic. We deal with arts, sports, and music. So that connection was there and that. And also, he started to see the realities of where he worked, the realities of the world, realities of life itself. And how nothing is fair, but you have to keep pushing. You have to keep kicking. You know what I mean? Because it's times that he went through, times I went through it at this particular job that average person wouldn't have made it through if you ain't have a tough backbone. If you had thick skin, you would not have made it. You got to be tough because people can break you. Pardon. People can break you. They could try to you know taint your spirit, taint your soul with you know just negative energies, and purposely people want to see you out of your element. You know what I mean? Because they feel they get you out your element. You emotional. You at your weakest point because you don't even think. You just react. And it's like chess. They already have two, three moves ahead of what you about to do. And once by the time you do it and figure out what happened, they got you checkmated. You know what I'm saying? And it's real serious. These times we live in, we know what's going on. We know the battle. And when you talking about, I ain't talking about Ukraine and Russia. I'm talking about the battle right here for you, for your soul. You know what I'm saying? got some interviews coming soon. The last one, I'm not going to even get into it too much. I'm just going to say the person showed me what type of time they was on. Because through talks and every time we planned to get together, the person backed out. I want to say the person backed out about 3 times. One time I backed out because last minute issue happened. But this person backed out at least 2 or 3 times. And I'm like, the last time I was like, you know what, I don't even think you really want to do it. So why we even go for it? Why waste each other's time? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But brothers is too grown to be playing out here. Females too grown to be playing out here. We need to stay on code and come together. If you're not going to be around my cipher, if you're not going to be part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. You got to go. And that goes for a male, goes for a female, that goes for family, friends, loved ones. If you bring a toxic energy around me, I got to delete that toxic energy. I'm even to the point. I'm even to the point in social media. I'm not even arguing with nobody on social media. You're just gonna be blocked or I'm ignore you. Or at the end of the day, it's like, what's the point of wasting energy and time? You can't get that time back, and the energy is going to sometimes cause you to get out your element, to make you look ugly. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Sometimes you do got to check people too. They will keep pushing and pushing to see how far they can go. But like I always say, we live in low vibration times. This is the age right now that we in, and it's like we need to try to come together one way or another. It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get worse if we don't. You already know. Just want to say peace to my boy Jason Singletary one more time before I get off this live. Rest in paradise. The man was a father. The man was a king in himself. Man, good brother, solid brother. I wouldn't even be coming on here with no lie if he wasn't solid. And I ain't even saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying I don't, real recognize real, like they say. And this brother was real as it gets when it comes to, what type of man he was. He had integrity. He stepped on business. He was on game. Everything he talked about and when he said it was, it was. You know what I'm saying? And if he told me something was going on, then I believed it. I know he was pretty credible. You know what I'm saying? A good source. And if I told him something to not tell nobody, I knew it was gonna be kept with us. Another person I realized that I could talk to wasn't no pillow talker. You got them in every job. You got a pillow talker, you got a class clown type character person, you got a motherfucker who just hate because that's just who they are. They just hate. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many personalities when you're working in these corporate American jobs. Me and Jason worked at the state, like I said, for almost 10 years together. He worked the whole 17 himself. So this brother put in some work. And it's so crazy. I knew a few people at this particular job that died within 20, 30 years, about to retire, close to the end point, and they passed away. And it's so sad. It's so crazy. It's like these people couldn't even enjoy the fruits of their labor. You know what I mean? I know one lady particularly, she worked 30 years for the state and she messed around. You know, I don't, I don't say messed around, but she ended up catching, a virus that ended up, I think it was cancer, that ended up taking her out. But I believe stress plays a major role in some of these, ailments that we get, especially black people, especially in these jobs. We be fucking stressed because of whatever the case that we got to deal with, and we lose weight. We have high blood pressure. We have a lot of anger within, and it's not nothing that's really we deal with. It's just sitting inside. It's almost like some boiled water. Eventually, it's going to boil over because it ain't having. You got to turn it down. You got to get that pressure down. And we dealing with a lot of issues, not only in the job but in America. And just this system, which I ain't gonna get into right now, but when you're dealing with everything, every angle, you come home, you got to deal with shit. It's hard to really maintain. It could be a real stain on your brain. I'm not trying to rap. I'm just saying it could be a stain on your brain when you go through a lot of things out here. And sometimes it can be back to back. Fuck around. Say some people they lose their job, right? They fucking get kicked out their place, homeless. Then a girl leave them. The average male, I ain't gonna say of my race, but other races might go home and go out and kill people, right? Go out and just shoot everything because they're like, fuck it, I don't got no job, I got no place to stay. My wife left me. What else I got? But people like me, you know what I'm saying? complected people, want to say, melanin rich people, we fuck around and just like, you know what? We're gonna have a drink and figure this shit out. Smoke a blunt, take this last 50, $150 and go get on the block or something. I'm just saying, we take lemons and make it lemonade. That's just in our nature, and that's a sign of a true warrior, a true king. And like I said, this man, Jason Singletary, I'm talking about, he was a true king. Because how long? Come on, I cannot imagine going 17 years at one job, dealing with racism, dealing with say hatred of your own people, with you know, just all kind of stuff. I don't want to get into it right now. And the brother got up every morning and still managed to go to work. Still managed when your check wasn't right. Still managed when you looked around and said, I'm supposed to have $800, $1,000 check, and this should say 200. And no matter how angry I am, how much I want to hurt somebody, I still got to go to work because I know I got to get bills paid. With a straight face, this brother went to work still. With an average person, like, and remember, we from the hood, we from the grimy, gruddy. I know where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? But this brother, he from the hood too, for the most part. And you tell a brother that they don't got your check, your money's dead right now, and all we're gonna give you 200, and we expecting 1,000, and you got $1,000 rent bill to pay. How you gonna handle that? And this brother handled that when he had situations like that. And I ain't trying to tell people business. All I'm saying is we worked at a job that we had to deal with supreme discipline. So I can definitely tell you that this brother was solid when it came to controlling emotions, not losing it, and still going to work, and still doing a job you had to do, no matter how much you didn't like it or not. You had to do it efficiently, get done in right time. And I remember even one time, I got a quick story before I get off here. Actually, I ain't gonna be too long. I know one specific time when this brother saved another staff. You know what I mean? And no name, no blame. One it was, I want to say it was a nurse, a doctor, right? Was getting, I want to say, was getting dominated by a resident, right, at this facility. We keep it right there. So when the resident had the upper hand, they was in a room together, and the resident had the staff pretty much, what I'm saying, checkmated. You know what I mean? So I'm like, this dude was a hero in so many different ways. He was a hero to many people. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to one more time rest in paradise. Somebody calling me Jesus, or not Jesus, but pardon self. Jeez, bad habit. So yeah, I just want to say rest in paradise. This brother was a hero to not just the original people. His family, his kids. He's a hero to other staff members. He saved lives. You know what I'm saying? When his staff member was about to be on the merge of dear death from this resident, he came in and stepped in and saved this person's life. And you can't never knock a person like that at all. When a person got a heart and just think fast. Coming from where we from, you got to think fast because shit happens fast. I want to leave it there though. Protons, electrons always cause explosions. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Justice Shabazz have a lot of great content. There are interviews, a lot of footage from 585, Rochester, and other areas, and just great artistic uh, backgrounds on there. And I want to say, everybody have a beautiful evening. Definitely cherish life. It's not promised. You know what I'm saying? You see somebody today, they're gone tomorrow. You don't know what life brings you, but just stay smooth and move dangerous. What I always say. Stay safe out there, family. You already know. Appreciate you, family. Love is love.